Philosophies Revived.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that holds immense power in our daily lives, the art of saying less and embracing the beauty of silence. You know, there's this profound saying that goes, "A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence." It got me thinking about the incredible qualities that people who speak less tend to possess, qualities that often lead to success and a profound sense of inner strength. You see, in a world that sometimes seems to value constant chatter, those who master the art of less speaking possess a unique set of qualities that set them apart. So, grab a comfy seat and let's explore the real power of silence and the 6 qualities that make less speaking individuals truly extraordinary. 1. The confounding power of silence. In the cacophony of a world that rarely takes a breath, the ability to harness the confounding power of silence is a skill that can set you apart in ways you might not even realize. It's not just about withholding words, it's about understanding the strategic art of when to speak, and perhaps more importantly, when to stay silent. Picture a scenario where tension fills the room, and everyone is eager to voice their opinions. In such moments, choosing to remain silent can be a masterstroke. It's not about being aloof or uninterested. Rather, it's a deliberate move to let the tumultuous waves of conversation settle. As the room quiets down, all eyes instinctively turn towards the one who has chosen to be silent. The power lies in the anticipation and curiosity generated by your silence. People wonder why you're not participating in the verbal sparring, and their expectations heighten. This moment of stillness becomes a canvas upon which others project their thoughts about you. It's not manipulation, it's about seizing the opportune moment to make your words more impactful. History has shown us the prowess of this technique. Think of Sun Tzu, the ancient Chinese military strategist and philosopher. His victories were not just on the battlefield, but also in the art of strategic silence. By remaining silent, he confounded his enemies, making them uncomfortable and diverting their focus from their goals. Sun Tzu's philosophy was simple: the one who knows when to speak and when to remain silent holds a strategic advantage. Silence in this context is not a passive act, but a calculated move that commands attention and respect. It confuses the opponent, making them question your motives and strategies. In a world where words are often thrown around casually, the intentional act of choosing silence becomes a statement in itself. To implement this quality in your own life, it's essential to recognize the power dynamics at play in different situations. Silence isn't always about withholding, it's about timing. The adept use of silence allows you to become a thoughtful and strategic communicator, making your words resonate far beyond the noise of the moment. 2. Focus amplified through silence. In a world buzzing with constant noise, the ability to amplify focus through silence is a superpower that often goes unnoticed. We live in an era where the volume of information competes for our attention, making it challenging to discern what truly matters. It's in these moments of quiet introspection that the power of silence reveals itself, providing a pathway to enhanced focus and meaningful communication. Imagine a river flowing incessantly, representing the constant stream of thoughts that flood our minds. Those who speak without pause allow their words to become mere ripples on the surface, lost amid the relentless current. On the other hand, individuals who embrace silence create a dam, channeling their thoughts with precision and purpose. The wisdom encapsulated in Buddha's advice to let words pass through the gates of value, necessity, and potential change resonates profoundly in the context of focusing through silence. It's not about depriving the world of your thoughts, but about ensuring that what you share holds weight and significance. Silence becomes the space where thoughts are sifted, refined, and distilled to their essence. It's the mental gym where the muscle of focus is exercised. Those who can think and talk simultaneously might impress momentarily, but it's the individuals who understand the synergy of silence and focus that leave a lasting impact. Consider the mind as a vast landscape, teeming with diverse thoughts and ideas. Speaking incessantly is akin to scattering seeds haphazardly, hoping for something to take root. Conversely, silence is the fertile ground where seeds are carefully planted and nurtured to fruition. It's the intentional act of allowing thoughts to settle, eliminating the noise to reveal the gems of true significance. To incorporate this quality into your life, start by recognizing the moments when the noise becomes overwhelming. It could be during a meeting, a conversation, or even in your own mind. Instead of succumbing to the pressure of constant chatter, embrace the power of silence. Pause, reflect, and let your words be a reflection of the focused mind rather than a reaction to the surrounding chaos. In a world that often measures success by the quantity of words spoken, the true triumph lies in the quality of thoughts expressed. Silence becomes the secret ingredient, the quiet force that sharpens focus and transforms your words into meaningful contributions to the symphony of life. 3. Attention as a silent magnet. In a world that thrives on constant communication and endless chatter, the ability to wield attention as a silent magnet is a skill that elevates individuals from the mundane to the extraordinary. Think back to moments in your life when someone's silence drew you in, capturing your attention in a way that mere words never could. It's in these pauses, these intentional silences, that the magic of true connection happens. Consider a scenario familiar to many: a classroom filled with animated discussions. The teacher speaks, imparting knowledge, but the room remains abuzz with side conversations. Yet the moment the teacher falls silent, a subtle shift occurs. The background noise diminishes, and attention gravitates towards the quiet figure at the front of the room. Silence becomes a force that demands acknowledgement. This phenomenon extends beyond classrooms into various aspects of our daily lives. In a group setting, when someone who is typically vocal chooses to remain silent, it triggers a ripple effect. The sudden absence of their voice creates a void that naturally draws attention. It's almost as if the universe, sensing the disruption in the expected rhythm, compels everyone to focus on the silent individual. Have you ever noticed how, when engaged in a conversation, the momentary lull in dialogue leads to heightened awareness? It's during these pauses that people become acutely attuned to the unsaid, the nuances of body language, the subtleties of expression. Silence becomes a language in itself, communicating volumes without uttering a single word. To harness attention as a silent magnet, it's essential to understand the dynamics at play. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, it's a deliberate choice that commands respect and curiosity. In a society that often celebrates the loudest voices, the power of intentional silence becomes a counter-cultural force. Consider the analogy of a painting. The colors and strokes are essential, but it's the spaces between them that give the artwork depth and meaning. Similarly, in the tapestry of human interaction, silence is the canvas on which the colors of communication come to life. It's in these silent spaces that connections are strengthened, relationships are deepened, and the essence of what remains unsaid speaks louder than any words could. Incorporating this quality into your life involves embracing the pauses. Instead of succumbing to the pressure to constantly fill the air with words, allow intentional silences to weave through your interactions. Notice the subtle shifts in dynamics as attention naturally gravitates towards you. It's a dance of presence and absence, a rhythm that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. In essence, attention as a silent magnet is not about demanding the spotlight. It's about creating a gravitational pull that draws others in. It's the art of being heard, not through the volume of your voice, but through the profound impact of your intentional silences. 4. Trust building through listening. Building trust is the cornerstone of meaningful relationships. and in a world dominated by noise and self-promotion, the ability to cultivate trust through listening becomes a rare and invaluable quality. We live in an era where everyone seems eager to share their stories, achievements, and opinions, often drowning out the importance of truly hearing others. It's in the act of genuine listening that the seeds of trust are sown, creating bonds that withstand the test of time. Think about a time when you shared something deeply personal with someone, only to feel a disconnect because they didn't seem truly engaged. Now contrast that with moments when someone leaned in, absorbed every word, and responded with empathy and understanding. The difference lies in the art of listening. Silence, in this context, is not the absence of sound, but the intentional pause that allows others to express themselves. It's about creating a space where their words can unfold without interruption or judgment. When you listen, truly listen, you send a powerful message that the other person's thoughts and feelings matter. The foundation of trust is laid in these moments of connection. It's not built through grand gestures or eloquent speeches, but through the quiet acknowledgement that someone is willing to hear you out. In a society that often values speaking over listening, those who embrace the power of silence in their listening become beacons of trust. Consider the analogy of a conversation as a dance. While one person speaks, the other steps back, creating room for the narrative to unfold. It's a rhythmic exchange where silence becomes the pause between steps, allowing the dance to flow seamlessly. Those who lead with listening, punctuating the conversation with intentional silences, become skilled dance partners in the intricate tango of human connection. To incorporate this quality into your life, start by becoming aware of your listening habits. Are you genuinely engaged in the conversations around you, or are you merely waiting for your turn to speak? Practice active listening, nodding, maintaining eye contact, and responding thoughtfully. Don't be afraid of silence. Let it linger when needed, allowing the other person to express themselves fully. In the realm of trust building, silence is not a void to be filled, but a canvas on which understanding and empathy are painted. It's the pause that speaks volumes about your commitment to forging authentic connections. By being present in the silence of listening, you become a trustworthy confidant, creating a space where trust can take root and flourish. 5. Inner strength, found in silence. In a world that often associates silence with emptiness or loneliness, the concept of finding inner strength in silence becomes a radical and transformative idea. We live in an era where constant connectivity is celebrated, and the fear of missing out propels us into a relentless pursuit of external validation. Yet, it's in the quiet moments of solitude that true strength is discovered, and the soul finds its anchor. Silence, when viewed through the lens of inner strength, is not a void to be feared, but a sanctuary to be embraced. It's in the intentional act of withdrawing from the noise, both external and internal, that one gains clarity and self-awareness. Imagine a serene lake where the surface reflects the surrounding landscape with undisturbed precision. Similarly, in moments of silence, the turbulence of external influences settles, revealing a clear reflection of one's authentic self. Consider the fear that often accompanies silence, the fear of being alone with one's thoughts, of facing the unfiltered reality of our inner world. It's this fear that prompts many to fill the silence with constant chatter, seeking solace in the distraction of external stimuli. However, the truly strong are those who confront the silence, who sit with their thoughts, unafraid to explore the depths of their being. Silence becomes a mirror, reflecting not just our strengths, but also our vulnerabilities. In a world that often masks insecurities with a facade of constant activity, those who find inner strength in silence embrace the entirety of who they are. It's not about projecting an image of perfection, but about acknowledging imperfections and growing stronger in spite of them. To cultivate inner strength through silence, it's crucial to redefine the narrative around solitude. Instead of viewing it as loneliness, See it as an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. In the silence of your own company, you'll find the strength to face challenges, the resilience to withstand adversity, and the courage to chart your own path. Think of silence as a retreat, a sacred space where you can recharge and reconnect with your core values. The noise of the world may demand constant validation, but the truly strong draw strength from within. It's in the silence that they find the fortitude to stand firm, unwavering amidst the chaos. Consider the analogy of a tree standing tall in a quiet forest. It doesn't boast about its strength or constantly sway with the wind. It simply stands rooted in its essence. Similarly, those who find strength in silence become like resilient trees, weathering the storms of life with quiet dignity. Incorporating this quality into your life involves carving out moments of intentional silence. Embrace solitude without the need for external distractions. Sit in quiet reflection, allowing your thoughts to surface and subside like gentle waves. As you become comfortable in the stillness, you'll discover the wellspring of strength that resides within you. In essence, inner strength found in silence is not a withdrawal from the world, but a deep dive into the reservoir of your own being. It's a conscious choice to stand tall amidst the quiet, drawing upon the silent energy that sustains you through the ebb and flow of life. 6. Strategic silence in negotiation. Negotiation, often seen as a verbal battleground where the loudest voice prevails, takes on a nuanced and strategic dimension when infused with the power of silence. We live in a world where quick responses and rapid exchanges are valued, but the truly adept negotiators understand the eloquence of a well-timed pause. Silence, in this context, becomes a shield, a strategic move that unveils hidden opportunities and protects the fortress of one's character. Imagine a scenario where salary negotiations are underway in a job interview. The offer is on the table, and the air is pregnant with anticipation. Instead of hastily accepting or countering, you choose the path of strategic silence. You allow the moment to linger, creating a vacuum that compels the other party to fill it with more information. In this silence, valuable insights are unveiled, giving you a distinct advantage. Strategic silence is not about merely withholding words. It's about wielding silence as a tool for information gathering and protection. In negotiations, the less you reveal about your thoughts, the more control you exert over the dynamics. Silence becomes a cloak that veils your intentions, leaving the other party in a state of uncertainty. Consider the analogy of a poker game. The seasoned player doesn't reveal their hand with every move. They strategically choose when to hold back, creating an air of mystery that keeps opponents guessing. Similarly, in negotiations, silence becomes your poker face, concealing your strengths and vulnerabilities until the opportune moment. To incorporate this quality into your negotiation toolkit, it's essential to recognize the pivotal moments where silence can be most impactful. It's not about remaining silent throughout the entire negotiation, but about pinpointing the moments when a strategic pause can tip the scales in your favor. So, here's to the magic of silence. May we all learn to speak less, listen more, and discover the extraordinary power that resides in the spaces between our words. If you found this exploration into the real power of silence intriguing, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Until next time, embrace the silence and let it guide you towards a life of true strength and authenticity. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one.